Hello everyone, I am F2. These days Fate Go Japan has launched the rerun of Fate Apocrypha event and Fate Go NA started the Lost Belt 2.2 pickup part 1. Some friend want to know which servant are good to pick, so I translated the servant ranking from Appmedia to help you understand it. Here, I will start from how these servants are rated or evaluated by the players. If you are new to the game, which means you join the game within 6 months or 1 year, you shouldn't skip this dot. The ranking will be divided into 3 parts by servant noble fandom, which are support, area of effect, or single target damage. After all these, the detail of some new servants will be introduced to help you consider whether it is okay to spend your Saint Quartz. What's more, in the rerun of Fate Apocrypha event, Mordred, Anastasia, Vlad 3 all got a buff, but since the event is not yet finished and the servant ranking is not settled now, so their updated data will not be included this time. Now, let's begin. Appmedia is a Japanese website for game strategy, and the FGO servant ranking, which involved plenty of FGO players, can help us understand the strength of a servant or your team. Herein, as for challenge quest, a servant with a team invincible such as Merlin will be regarded as a super S servant. If you only got a self-invincible skill, you may be rated S as the multiple lives of the boss appeared. Servant with the attack buff together with some critical stars is only an A class. Even if you got a debuff resistance, you may be ranked C if the skill got chance to success. Not to mention those that apply after 1 turn. However, as for farming quest, things become different. Farming will focus more on NP charge and damage buff, so the ranking is kind of based on your self charge or team charge. But 50 or more is not the only thing you need to be super S. For now they got scatty, so you may need some special attack. As for me, it is no doubt that a servant with NP charge can help you farm better, so start with the one with charge is okay. First we start from the support servants. You may find some servant with the damage and noble fandom also appear on this ranking, like Bride Nero or 5-star BB. That's because their skill or noble fandom make them more supportive rather than aggressive. For the amount of targetable buffs, it is totally okay if you buff your Nero, she can be aggressive, too. Since some servants are not available in Fate Go North America, I placed them at last with a blue glow. Merlin, Lord Elmeloy 2 and Scatty are the best 3 of the game, even if now the most powerful team is Quick Team. Merlin got a huge buster buff as well as a team invincible, while Scatty got the whole quick servant a huge damage buff, and her noble phantom can apply team evasion and death resistance. That's really powerful. Elmeloy, undoubtedly, is the most recommended servant for every new player, for his 50% NP charge and attack and defense buff help you finish the quest more comfortably. In this list, rank C means useless but better than D, which are not often used whether on challenge or farming, but still you can put it on your team sometime. Like me, I finished the Lost Belt 2.3 with my newly got Iris Veal, so the ranking is for reference only. Whether the servant is powerful is depend on you yourself. In the area of effect noble fandom servant ranking, Edmund and Lancelot are the best thanks to the support of Scatty. Arash is also the best, even he is low rarity. Berserker Arjuna is powerful as a buster servant, for he got a special attack to everybody theoretically but will not available until 2021 February. Art's noble fandom focus more on continuous battles, so Da Vinci Lily and Jean Archer got S only. The rank S- means that the servant is not that good as the S rank but totally okay in daily use. A plus means that they are powerful in the same rarity and can compete with the best somewhere. Thanks to the interlude and rank up quest, new servants may be underestimated until they got a buff, such as Altria Ruler only got a B and Odin a Bunic Avenger with a C. Servant with a single target noble fandom seem more clear that you really need a Scatty. On rank S and A+, you will find 11 quick attacker in the whole 19 servants, where the rest are best solo servant like Berserker or get a high NP gain like Xuanzang and Altria Archer. Also, low rarity servant like David with a team evasion is so friendly to beginners that he deserves an A+. For the same reason, the servant of the new year, the Imperial Concubine Yang got an C only, which I think she really deserve a buff because the last New Year servant Benin Ma got an A here even without any buff. Starting from the Valentine's event, the Appmedia ranking will got a new scoring mechanism to view a servant from whether he or she is friendly to new player and performance on farming and challenge quest with a total of 10 points each. The first one is Shonagon, a 5-star archer whose quick AoE noble phantom with neutral, humanoid and shadow servant special attack. As a servant released on Valentine's event, Shonagon got her first skill to enhance team attack for 3 turns, and get 10 NP herself as well as some HP for 3 turns. Second skill can apply not only 3-time evasion herself but also critical damage enhance in 3 turns. And the third skill to apply is self quick up in 3 turns together with some NP and 10 critical stars in total. Here are the scoring details. She scores 6 new player friendly. Many people think that the overall buff value of the skill is relatively low. It may be that the special attack of the noble phantom is not considered. On the other hand, even without auxiliary support and buff, as long as the special attack is effective, it can apply a huge damage. Special attacks are also easy to take effect in the main interlude. HP and NP are restored every turn, and the evasion of the number of calculations is also sufficient. However, it may be slightly inferior to buffed archers, but due to the support ability is better, so there are more opportunities for her performance in challenge quest. She scores 6 in farming. Archer with multiple special attack can also have a certain competitive advantage in the amount of so many powerful archers. Although the noble phantom loop is severe, it is still excellent in the loop corresponding to the special attack for free quests do not lack the existence of shadow servants. Personally, the performance disappoints the player because of the high expectations of the servant. The actual loop is quite harsh. For most players, once they find the quick AoE noble phantom, they want to see if loop can be achieved. When you find that you can't, you will feel very disappointed. On the whole, under the conditions with full kaleidoscope, this archer's performance in farming is still great. She Sakurate and challenge. Each special attack has a range of 50%. When it comes to human special attacks, it may have a large difference in use with Sky AoE cannons such as Gilgamesh and Ishtar. In addition, the Shadow Servant special attack, Star Wars 2 Ultra Challenge did appear Shadow Servants and Saber enemies, but do not fit her attack perfectly, so for now she didn't get a stage to show. As the first 5-star quick AoE servant that fits the Sukati team, with a wide range of special attack effects, the damage is still very high, but the quest that can make her shine has not yet appeared. Regarding NP loop, it is hard for her to loop 3 times without kaleidoscope, so you'd better improve the damage by focusing on occasions where she can fully apply her special attack. The triple special attack is relatively strong, which gained her a high soccer. The next one is Odysseus, a 5-star rider with the art AoE noble phantom with a defense removal before damage. His first skill is a 3 turns quick and art up as well as apply team target focus except the chosen one. Second skill can charge NP, got critical star gather 1 turn and immune charm for 5 turns. Last skill is apply self-invincible and buff removal resistance for 1 turn, together with defense up for 3 turns. He's soccer 7 on new player friendly. For new player, Odysseus has excellent art cards and naturally gathers stars, so it is easy to use. But as a new servant without buff quest, damage enhance is only like 70%, so will be better for caster and berserker enemies. The noble phantom with a defense buff removal can help you challenge a new quest easily. The defense skill like invincible and defense buff has a short cooldown, so beginner can use it comfortably, and first skill can also protect your assistant servant if you cannot finish it yourself. However, the beginners will need time to learn about his complicated skill that you can use it proficiently. Fortunately, you don't need to spend too many material on him to get a better experience, so if you have difficult on challenge quest, he is worth a pick. He's Soccer 6 on farming. As a 5-star rider, the Noble Phantom loop performance is not good but still loop easily in the farming of QP. His first skill, a quick up, suits 2 or 3-star riders with a quick Noble Phantom, but he rely more on max level break kaleidoscope, so is rated under Detail-Sei Lily. It would be better to get a Noble Phantom buff, for he has team buff that gain him high score. He score 8 in challenge, recommended for racing player who want to finish the quest as soon as possible, for his target focus skill can easily make your support be killed, so he is like the Shonagon and quicker R team. However, just like 5-star BB, he does not get too many buffs that may limit his performance in the quest that needs a lot damage. As for player in Fate Go NA, there will be 2 new servant available recently. The first one, Anastasia, 5-star caster with the art AoE Noble Phantom. Her first skill is to apply invincible break and arts up herself for 1 turn, as well as a single enemy debuff resistance down for 1 turn. Second skill is a 3-turn team attack up while enemy attack down at the same time. She also gets a self-charge and a chance to stun an enemy. Here's her evaluation. 4-hit art AoE Noble Phantom with so many arts up can help her gain many NP, and she even can charge herself, so can easily loop Noble Phantom with the help of arts up or NP gain buff from other members. Her Noble Phantom has additional effect of defense down and skill seal, which will be so convenient facing enemies with complicated skills. The defense debuff can enhance your damage not only from the Noble Phantom loop but also your team members, which makes her powerful. The one thing that is not so comfortable is that with this effect all enemies will attack, so the damage you take will be enlarged. So a combo with skill 2 and Noble Phantom is recommended. All her skills are so excellent, including a better art up than average level, attack buff and debuff are useful in continuous battle. Of course, the combo of skill 1 and 3 can make your stun success. Additionally, invincible break only apply for 1 turn, so don't trust it too much. However, as a caster with low base damage multiplier and low attack herself, she cannot deal too much damage even with many buffs. It can be regarded as a balance against the Noble Phantom loop. Also, her skill up material are too rare, like 216 new material are needed, so you may have difficulty use her perfectly. Totally, Anastasia is a pure caster attacker with art up, attack up and self-charge up to 50%. You can use her easily with so many buffs to launch your Noble Phantom not only on farming but also on challenge quest. But even with plenty of buff, she is still lack of damage, so you may need to make it up by Noble Phantom loop or craft essence. The next one, Yvonne the Terrible, is now available on Fate Go NA. A 5-star rider with Buster AoE Noble Phantom. Yvonne gets a self-NP gain buff for 3 turns and debuff removal on his first skill, and can gain critical stars as well as Buster up himself for 3 turns. What makes him powerful? Skill 3. Applies self-invincible and enemies attack down for 3 turns with a buff removal, which I think is better than Odysseus, for Yvonne can take down enemies with guts. Here's his evaluation. What's good? A pre-Buster buff Noble Phantom combined with his Buster buff skill help him deal a lot damage. What's more, the Buster debuff after his Noble Phantom will enhance the damage of the second or even the third Noble Phantom. With skill 2 that can produce 10 critical stars for 3 turns which cool down at 5 turns, you can team up with Merlin or get a Craft Essence 2030 to get a plenty of critical stars. For riders who have high star weights, he can easily get a critical hit both for damage or NP gain. Skill 3. Not only apply invincible but also remove enemies buff including evasion or defense up and attack up that help your team survive is the most imbalanced skill. Additionally, NP gain buff and debuff removal can solve complicated debuff on challenge quest to make him deal as much damage as usual. But the bad thing is that Yvonne gets his skills too complicated that if you want to fully use them, it would be a little difficult, so you can apply them according to the situation. And for challenge quest, you'd better make full use of the buff removal skill. Detail-Sei is powerful AoE servant to solve different quests comfortably. Excellent skills including buff removal, debuff removal, attack debuff and skills for challenge quest make him active. Even if you don't put him in a fixed team build, he can also deal enough damage with the buff himself, although he hasn't get a Noble Phantom buff. Lacking of special attack or high magnification buff, he may be unable to deal the max damage. However, his NP gain enables him to loop Noble Phantom easily, so you can make it up by Noble Phantom loop. That's all for the servant introduction. After this video, I believe you have a better understand of who your Saint Quartz should be spent. I am F2. If you like this video, please give me a like. Thank you. If you find this video useful, don't hesitate and share it with your friends. Thank you. If you have questions about this video, you can give me your comment, find me on Facebook, or send me an email. Wish you a rainbow today. See you next time.